Welcome everyone to Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm out here in 89120 and I have what just may be the best deal in town right now. This home is an investor special, so I'm told. I have not been inside yet. I have the key in my hand. We're going to explore it together. I didn't want to ruin the surprise. Listed for only $239 a square foot. We have this single story ranch style home here with no HOA in a cul-de-sac. And you can already see it's missing some of the trim around the windows there. But this really should be one of the greatest deals if you're looking for a great layout, great area of town. 20,000 square foot lot, so plenty of space for whatever you need. 3-car garage, and you're willing to do a little work, maybe a lot of work. We're going to find out when we get inside. I don't know what to expect, but based on what I'm seeing on these window frames, and those are not new windows. So it looks like possibly they were preparing to put in new windows here. Well, we're going to check it out. I'm Andrew Guiant with the Guiant Luxury Group of Simply Vegas. Double front door entry. The left door is slightly wider than the right, unless I'm crazy. Huh. Maybe they're the same. But let's head inside. Take a look. Don't know what to expect here. And maybe this video is going to be really short. There we go. We're inside. Okay, not sure if the lights are going to work or not. I thought I saw lights on out front. Let's try it. Oh yeah, we got lights. Okay. So we walk in. Looks like they've started the flooring here. You can see laminate flooring. Appears to be on the newer side. We have 9-foot ceilings going up to 10 feet up there. And kind of an interesting entrance to this home. It's almost like a dining room, but this couldn't be the dining room. It's just an entrance with a dining room light, apparently. So I don't know where to start. I guess we'll head off to the right here. Oh yeah, the price, $721,000. Only $239 a square foot. We're at 3725 East Quail Avenue, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89120. I just closed a home in this zip code 2 days ago. All right, so we have a designated office here. There's no closet. Technically, it is a bedroom. You don't need the closet for the bedroom. It looks like your kitchen sink's going to be right there. So to be determined. And then some granite countertops here, possibly from the kitchen as well. But a nice den in the front here. And right now, I mean, it's just looking like cosmetic paint. I mean, this room's pretty much good outside of those windows. You're going to need all new windows apparently. But I mean, that room, just the carpet looks okay. And the walls, I mean, I don't see any like major damage. So potentially an investor bought this home and then ended up being a little too much for, you know, too much on the budget. Couldn't get the numbers worked out. Okay, so in here we have, wow, this is interesting. Okay, this tour is going to be fantastic today. I'm glad I came over here. There's so much to look at. We got a door here, the electric panel there, which looks to be like pretty decent, built in 1993. Of course, your inspector will take that panel off. This is not going to be a home that you can finance. You're probably going to do a general inspection just so you know exactly what you're getting. But this is going to be a cash deal for sure. Lenders are not going to finance this home. Looks like we have all the new windows here ready to go. So Just labor on the windows, I'm guessing those are included in the price. I'll read you the description, see if that answers any of the questions here in just a moment. We have bathroom cabinets, we have toilets, we have the primary tub. So I mean, everything's already basically been demoed for you. There was a central vac at some point in time. And then all the rest of the windows, all the rest of the sinks in the home. And these lines look new. I mean, look at that on the back of these sinks. Those look like new lines on the original sinks. I mean, that's what an older line looks like. Dishwasher right here. Probably want to switch that out. But you have some storage, a nice big 3-car garage here. You do have the ladder to the attic access up there. But it looks like all the cabinets, everything's going to be out here. And of course, those new windows, those are beautiful big windows. Let's take a closer look at what kind of windows we got here. I just walked through a spider web. Let me make sure I'm not going to get attacked. Hold on. Always going the extra mile for you guys. That felt like a pretty gnarly spider web. So yeah, it's like they're like the black vinyl. I think these are stickers that peel off. Yeah. So that's yeah, I don't know what exactly. Not a window guy, but yeah, it's gonna be this color, not the white. Yeah, all new windows ready to go. Told you this might be the best deal in town here. Might be some good value in this home. I'm not gonna go back the spider way, so I'll cut through here. Forgot to put my phone on silent. Apologies. And then I think this is a service door. Yeah, going out back. Person is calling right back. Yeah, so this is going to be a lot of the fixtures, and I mean, the sinks look good. You're probably going to want to switch them out, but you'd have to get a new round sink, but you're going to have new countertops. So I don't know. You tell me what you think. It's pretty cool so far. I'm glad I came out here. Normally I wouldn't do these kind of homes, but just really trying to give you a good idea of what's available on the market. And I keep hearing like, you know, we want a good deal. Send me the deals. I'll buy a deal. Well, here's your deal. And you tell me if you think it's worth $700K or not. But you can see there's a lot of additional things in this home, like you're already getting all of the windows there. Also a TV mount here, kind of interesting. Or at least a plug for kind of a TV mount. And they've textured the wall. Yeah, just a very interesting situation here. So no lighting in this room. And I think this would be your formal dining, like a real nice formal dining room. You have those very low front windows, and we saw those windows in the garage would look great there. You throw those in there, put a huge dining table here, hang a couple dining lights down. I mean, really, really beautiful formal dining room here, or at least potential for that. And I'll probably say this a few more times on the tour, but everything really looks in pretty good shape. I mean, obviously it needs a lot of work, and it needs, you know, all of the construction completed, but I'm not seeing any like major issues. There's, you know, sometimes I go in these homes like this and there's huge holes in the ceiling from leaks and mold and all this, you know, other stuff. But this just seems like a solid home that somebody started working on and never completed. I love how low the windows are. So this is going to be the family room and the kitchen. So we have a lot more house to go after this. Typically I would do the kitchen last, but not much kitchen to see here behind me. So we're going to check that out now. And then there's a lot more house, and then we're going to head out back, see what's out there. So, I'm looking at the floor here. It's kind of interesting. Doesn't necessarily look like new flooring there, or maybe they just have to like finish it out because the rest looks pretty good. This is all built-in carpet here. So they've gone all the way around with the flooring, but then we have this middle section where it feels like, no, it looks, they've done the flooring underneath here too. So looks like all this flooring is done, although it's pretty scratched up. And, you know, this kind of flooring is usually scratch resistant, water resistant, but this is pretty dang scratched up here. So I don't think you're going to be able to use this flooring. So you might have to pull it all out. Or maybe this was the flooring and they're just working on pulling. I don't know. I have too many questions. But here's the point. If you have questions, I'll get you answers. So leave them in the comments below. But yeah, I love all these very low windows here. They've already pulled up all the baseboards. You're going to switch out those baseboards anyways to like a modern edge baseboard, most likely. You have the granite wrapped fireplace here, the gas fireplace, or yeah, that's a gas. There it is. Okay. With the mantle, you have the lights above. I mean, this is a huge room. Feels really good in here. The AC is blowing cold. The curtain pattern, not loving personally. However, I kind of like the design of it. And yeah, I mean, I really do like the layout of the house so far. But this is a great room here. And a huge family room. I mean, this is a massive family room, and I love when the family room and the kitchen are kind of one big room, not crowded at all. I mean, you're probably 35 feet deep here. And then this is into the actual kitchen. Again, all these beautiful, huge windows, and just need an install. They've already ripped all the trim off and everything. So if you're handy, you have a construction crew. We do have a little area here for the casual bite to eat. Could do a double waterfall island here. When you're changing the floor, you can really change the full setup. That's just an oven. Probably an electric oven because you have an electric cooktop there. But just so much potential here. Let me see. I didn't turn on any lights. But yeah, it looks like they literally just stopped in the middle of whatever they were doing. Big built-in double fridge. I mean, you're seeing some luxury type items here. The granite backsplash. So we're going to check the water heater and see if there's gas. I mean, if there's gas lines to the home, you could potentially get a gas stove, gas oven somewhere in the home. But yeah, these two built-in fridges by Sub-Zero, they're plugged in and they're cold inside, so they still work. And you know, you can actually order like new front plates for these and then new front grills. So if the temperature works and they're working, you might be able to just repurpose these. You also might do better just getting brand new ones, but that's your double full size fridge there. I like this little spot up here with the plants. Wow, this is quite a specimen here. Only $721. I imagine this home all done and decked out. You throw a pool in. I mean, you're probably 1.2 million. I mean, I'm just throwing a number out there based on what I know about the market, but you get this thing all into shape. So, I mean, if you could do it all for 400, you're still going to have some equity here. You're going to have the value. I don't think you'll be underwater. And if this is your forever home, then that's really all you got to worry about, is just not overspending and keeping your value. So we'll head down this hallway. Linen closet there. And then this is going to be the laundry room. All electric here. I don't see a gas line for the dryer either. So you have the dryer hookup, the vent down there, and then the dryer plug. And then for your washer, and then for your laundry sink there with the drain, the hot and the cold. So yeah, there's going to be no gas so far in this home. And yeah, we'll check out that water heater before we head out back. We'll run back to the garage and check it out. Good sized laundry room though. And when you have, you know, a 3,000 square foot home that's 3 bed, 3 bath, it really leaves a lot of living space, which I do like, which is why you have that huge kitchen, huge family room. This is going to be the full bath here. So I think, hold on, let me just take a quick peek. I think this is a half bath for guests here. Yeah, it's going to be your half bath here just for guests. So I do like that as well. You're going to have a full bath for the 2 bedrooms, a full bath for the primary, and then this half bath for the guests, totaling 3 bathrooms. Yeah, okay, I like that. So you're just going to have your sink, your toilet, very simple, nice, cozy little bathroom. I'm curious why they retextured all of this wall. Like, did they move some walls around? Yeah, again, more questions. Oh, we also have like a TV hookup in the dining room area. There's your doorbell, your chime, if you will. Yeah, so this is going to be the full bath for these 2 bedrooms over here. Now I'm imagining we have a massive primary bedroom with a luxurious bathroom on the other side, but we'll find out. So tub shower combo goes here, or you could change it into a walk-in shower 3/4 if you want, very easily, because everything's exposed. I mean, they've done a lot of the expensive hard work for you. You just got to put stuff back. A little bit more demo to do, but not much. And then that's going to be your toilet right there. They have her water line, and they've covered up the, but again, retextured the walls. Like, it's very interesting where they're at on this construction in here. And then this is a Jack and Jill. It actually opens up into the bedroom here. And decent sized bedroom, about 14 by 12 or so, maybe a touch bigger. So real good sized bedroom. The windows are very low, which I really do like. I mean, they're tall windows, so you're getting like the full view of outside. And then pretty standard closet here, but it does have the double doors. No ceiling light or fixture. You just have the one switch on the wall, which is going to be the half hot. And there's not an upside down plug, so we'll have to figure out which one that is on another day. You can see the central vac hookup line down there. It was removed in the garage, but the lines are run through the home. And then you have bedroom number 2 here. This one's a touch smaller than the other one. So you're getting the 3 bed, 3 bath plus the den, and you have the formal dining. So this room is a little smaller, but it does have the double closets. You'll easily fit a queen bed in here, no problem. But I really gotta tell you, I am pleasantly surprised with this home. And no HOA, that's a key factor here. And kind of a sprawling ranch style layout. Second AC unit I see out this window. Yeah, no flooring in here, which probably better, because whatever was here you don't want to deal with. They've pulled it out and they've hauled it away. That's the other great thing. I mean, outside of all the fixtures and cabinets in the garage, most of this stuff is gone. Like, it's not like they have a big pile of nasty old carpet or flooring somewhere. I mean, most of it's gone. I have to believe that this is the newer flooring because they have this paper down, but there's some areas that are definitely scratched up. So I think, like, I don't know if, you know, for example, this scratch right here, I don't know if that's like, yeah, so that comes out. So a lot of this stuff will come out. So I think the idea would be clean it all up real nice, see if it's, you know, good enough for you. I would change the half rounds there. I don't like that at all. And the baseboards, I'd probably swap all that out, throw in a nice 8-inch baseboard there. But I just have to think that this is the newer flooring, but then this makes me think it's the older flooring. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think it's got to be the old flooring, right? I mean, that's not a half round you would do on this flooring. All right, here's my final judgment on the flooring. I think they replaced the flooring, but I think it happened several years back, maybe in the last 10 years. So it still seems to be in pretty good shape, but this is the old flooring. You got to rip it out and get new flooring. That's my final answer. Let's keep moving. So we have some sheetrock here. So they have been like sheetrocking or drywalling the home. Ooh, nice bright light. This is the primary bedroom. So it is kind of a interesting shape here. Yeah. Wow, the 3,000 square feet got swallowed up pretty quick, guys. It doesn't feel like 3,000 square feet for a single story. It really doesn't. You have garage here, you have this room. I mean, outside of this room being massive with the kitchen, but still, I mean, I guess it is, but again, layout is everything. For a single story and 3,000 square feet, I am a little disappointed. Does that mean it's not a great home? Oh, this scratch dried and you can still see the scratch, just for the record. I don't know. I mean, it's still very cool layout, no HOA, great price, great deal, a lot of work to do. Maybe you could reconfigure this room here, but I don't like it the way it is. I don't like the shape of this primary. Was kind of digging the house up until here. So, and then this just surprised me. I mean, if you heard me in the other room, I was like, oh, this has to be a massive primary, the huge bathroom, but it's just not. And so that's a little confusing to me with the size of the home. I don't know if this is a new wall, but I don't like the way this room is configured. So with the amount of work you're doing, what's behind this wall? Because you have this angled wall and I don't think the driveway. So you do have another little closet. But you see what I mean? Like, these are small closet spaces for such a large home. I would rip all of this out. Try to make the room more square. Lose the fireplace. You can do a linear electric if you want. Wait, there are gas lines though, because there's gas fireplace. So I'm kind of contradicting myself, but there are gas lines, so you could rerun gas lines if you like. But this is just kind of a letdown for a primary bedroom, and I don't like the shape at all. And then something else odd here. Oh, that's the toilet room, the water closet. This is the primary bath, so some old insulation they've pulled out. So this is the shower. And then you have, where did the tub even go? We saw like the huge tub, obviously double sinks here. Another closet on this side. I feel like I'm missing a whole room in this house. I don't know where the tub. Wow, this is... Can anyone figure this out? Here's what they had. They had the freestanding tub with the little, like, 3x3 walk-in shower. That's what they had here. They took out the freestanding tub. I can see the drain there. I can see the water lines over there. They took that out and they're converting it to this big walk-in shower with no tub. So that is what they did here. But again, I'm just not impressed with the shape of this room. Water closet back here. I think you can make it work. I think some of these walls might be new. No, that's an old plug. I'm just thinking out loud. So if I'm like contradicting myself or not making sense, I mean, I'm just exploring, trying to figure out what I'm looking at. But overall, just unimpressed with this room. Where do you put the bed? I mean, the bed has to go here, right? King size bed. I mean, I guess it would work, right? You have your king size bed here, taking up most of that space. You do have an area to walk around. You have the door going out back. You have like a little sitting area there. You could do a wet bar, TV up here. I mean, I guess the space works. You don't really need a lot of room for, you know, like floor space other than where your bed goes. You could put a big dresser here. 3 closets. It's weird. I don't know. What do you think? That's it for the interior of this home, I believe. But yeah, here we go. You have like mini walk-in closet there. Huh. Okay. Well, yeah, the longer I stand in here, the more I kind of understand. And yeah, this bedroom would work. I don't hate this bathroom, but you're not getting a tub because they've eliminated that. Just a little funky shaped over here. I mean, custom home. Why didn't they just make this room big and rectangle? Then again, it was 1993. We were doing a lot of weird things in 1993, weren't we? So, and the kids will probably love it here because they love all that stuff from the 90s. Yeah, I just want to take one more quick peek at the angle of this wall out here because that just doesn't make sense to me. I guess, yeah, there is an angle there. Huh. Okay. And the water heater is electric. So you have electric water heater, electric dryer, electric stove, electric oven, and then gas fireplaces. So, I mean, I'm done trying to figure out the code here. Let's just head out back. I'm also trying not to step on any nails or any kind of hazard because there are nails on the ground, boards with nails sticking up. But yeah, let's check out this backyard. I mean, we are a 20,000 square foot lot. Do love this room though. That's where you're going to be spending most of your time. Heading out back. So no HOA. Here's the lot for you. Great pool size lot. I mean, just a huge lot. Couple big mesquite trees. Probably have to take down this one if you are going to do a pool. It's a pretty large tree. Little gate going out front here with the fence. So fully fenced block backyard. You have this covered patio here. Definitely going to need like a full cleanup back here. Just someone with a weed whacker and a few hours. It is fairly cool out here because of these trees though. A lot of shade. You have kind of this river rock, which you could definitely clean all this up and pull the rock and repurpose it. Because that's kind of expensive rock. Though it doesn't seem to be a super high quality river rock, but it is smooth round rocks. And then another mesquite over here. You have 3 pines in the corner. Never a fan of pine trees. You have another mesquite here. So there's going to definitely be some landscaping cost as well. But yeah, I'm curious what they bought it for. How much money they already have into it. I love these windows here though. These are awesome windows. There's a lot to love. There's a lot to question. A few things to not love. But you can see here, they haven't ripped all the trim off of these windows. And then this is the bathroom here on the other side. Oh, you got a couple big fig trees with figs on the side of the house. But yeah, this is where that bathroom was. Then the primary bedroom here. So yeah, the primary bedroom has This whole like courtyard coming off, which is where that service door came out with a little covered patio. I do like this a lot. This is pretty cool. Again, some cleanup, a fountain to deal with. Huh. You know, I'm kind of been all over the place with emotions and feelings on this home, but look at this lot. This is the side lot. So you could do a sports court out here. You know, it looks like they had something, maybe a shed or something out here. I mean, plenty of room. You could do a full basketball court here if you wanted. This is where your pool could be, although obviously you'd probably want it right out back. So good example of windows with the trim, windows without the trim. Huge electric box here. You could do RV parking, like you have this gate here, so you could do RV parking over here and a sports court. I mean, this is a massive lot, and I want to point this out. It's hard to see homes, what did I say? Not see homes, but it's hard to find homes that are on these huge lots that are this close to the street, so you do get all this back lot. A lot of the times they'll set these homes back where they have a huge driveway, a huge front yard. The backyard gets very small. So not the case here. Huge fan palm, like a really fat fan palm here. Wow. Couple of those. And then you have a pomegranate tree, so free fruit. You have your canary palm here, a couple more fan palms. Wow, you're getting a lot. You're getting a massive lot. You're getting a single story ranch style home. You're getting no HOA, only $239 a square foot. A lot of the demo's been done. This is another pomegranate here. A lot of the demo's been done. The windows are in the garage. I mean, I think there's a lot to like. This is all just stucco here, so probably sprinkler damage at one point in time. Looks like water. So you just scrape all that down, re-stucco it. I don't think that'll be a problem. Again, I'm not an inspector. I'm not a contractor. I'm just giving ideas. When we work together, I will refer you to the correct people, certified contractors in their field, to discuss these things with you. But obviously, if you're buying this house, you probably already have a guy in mind to come over and make this thing beautiful. Even this covered patio is pretty cool. I mean, I don't know what you do with it. I don't even know if you could sand it all down and repaint. Maybe power wash, like a strong power wash might bust all that paint off. So wood seems to be in pretty good condition for the most part. But it might be cheaper to like repurpose it. But we got some issues like over here and stuff. So again, contractor, deck guy. Maybe you're just throwing an Aluma wood deck, which is why they have the Aluma wood. Essentially it looks the same, but you don't end up with this after years. But yeah, that's it for this one. I'm pleasantly surprised. Again, a lot to love. A lot to question, and a few things to not love. You can't argue with the lot size or no HOA. Great location in town here. I'm Andrew Guiant with the Guiant Luxury Group of Simply Vegas. If you want to talk about your next move, give me a call. My phone number's down there. Coming from out of state, whatever, give me a call. Talk to you soon.